everybody.
Yes. Hi, this is Stella Augustine again on Gltvchat. We're bringing you another episode, a very interesting topic today in a relationship, in a marriage. Yes, so guys, thank you so much for those who have viewed our videos, who have liked, who have shared, and who have subscribed. Thank you to our new subscribers. We're grateful. Continue to share our videos, guys. But before then, let's do the tradition. Have a drink with us, guys. So today, we're going to bring you a topic called, there's something that every marriage struggles with or has to go through. Is how to plan together for the success of your marriage, which includes your children, if you have children, and your life in general into the future. So that's what, because everybody who is married has to go through that. You have to plan. But sometimes some couples, they plan apart. So the wife is planning their own thing. The dad is planning their own thing. Some people like joint accounts. Some people don't, because they feel somebody is going to abuse it. So what's the way forward? What is our experiences and what tips we can give you to help you plan, into the future together in unity? My love, what's the first thing that you should be focusing on as a couple when it comes to future planning?
Well, sometimes when people get married, they don't have children immediately, so they'll be planning for two of themselves. There'll be two of them. Another one is if they have children.
Yes.
They'll be planning for both the children and themselves.
Yes, that's true.
So whichever way, there's need to plan for how the finances of the house will be addressed.
Yes.
How things you'll be using in the house will be addressed. How you buy the things you're going to be using.
Yeah.
Those days they used to say traditionally, when a man marries a woman, he's supposed to be giving him feeding money and all that.
Yes.
So part of the plan is, even if the woman will subsidize or add to what the man brings, the first plan is how to take care of yourselves.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, food-wise.
Food-wise, okay. So grocery shopping,
because,
all the household items and everything.
Yeah, because the Bible says a man who cannot take care of his home is worse than
an infidel, an unbeliever.
You don't want to fall into that trap.
Yes. Okay, so what about in homes where the husbands don't earn as much as their wives? Because a lot of women now are really independent, they're hardworking, smart, they have good jobs, great jobs actually, and sometimes they earn twice. If a wife earns twice what the husband earns, should the husband still contribute like 100%, 70%, that kind of thing? Because that's a really power, that causes a lot of tension in homes.
I mean, it's not an issue of what is he bringing.
Yeah.
It's an issue of his bringing.
Yes.
What determines, or who determines whether what he has brought is enough is the wife.
Is the wife, absolutely. True.
Based on what you think he's earning.
Yeah.
Honesty in terms of declaring to your wife what you earn monthly.
Absolutely.
Some men do not think that is the right thing, because they always feel women hide some money somewhere. If you are honest enough to let your wife know what you earn, it will be easy to help you.
Banga. So we're talking about openness. So you have to be open to each other in terms of what you are earning, what comes in.
If you post,
yes,
like Nigeria used to say, borrow pose.
Yes.
You borrow pose that you have
to
so
impress
much, and that you want to show that you are fully in charge.
Yes.
You go into borrowing and all that to meet up.
Meanwhile, your wife has money.
It will catch up with you.
Meanwhile, your wife earns twice as much as you. Doesn't make any sense.
Your wife earns more than you. We have said this in one of the topics we discussed one time. God blesses either the man or the woman. There is no shame in bringing what you have.
Yeah. And also, I mean, there was a point in our marriage in the early days when we were in those shoes. It behoves, my husband has said it, who determines what is brought is the woman, really. So when you know your husband's finances, you know what he earns. There's no point asking him more than he can bring, except you're saying he should go and steal, or he should go and, do something that is illegal. As long as you know that either maybe he lost a job or his finances are X and Y in a month, then and God has positioned you that you have a good job and you're earning twice his money. For goodness sake, why don't you, pull resources together? Take from yours. What is yours is his. What is his is yours. So you take from yours and make it up and buy what the house needs. There's no argument about it. There's no point asking the man, your husband, for money he doesn't have. Come on.
The only one I don't like the whole matter is issue of this food. If a man does not support the purchase of X and Y food items in the house, and yet he's asking for them,
demanding. Why is there no chicken? Why is there no human head? Why is there no this inside the food?
Not human head.
You know what I mean? Why is there no cow tail? Why is there no snail?
Please, that's not why.
Why is there no snail? Why is there no crab? And you didn't bring the money. You have to be understanding as a husband.
No, I'm not even saying he did not bring the money.
Yeah.
Yes, he doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the woman has shopped for those items.
Yes.
You have to be considerate to know that since you are unable to provide it,
yes,
you make do with whatever
you are
see,
giving.
So that there will be no quarrel.
So that there will be peace. This is
sometimes the woman did not shop this week for Bomo.
Yes.
Next week, it might be opportune to shop for it, and there's Bomo.
Yes.
So the fact that you didn't have it this week, what is not going to end?
It's not going to stop behaving like a baby. Stop acting out, throwing tantrum, scolding your wife. Why? Because she earns twice your salary, and then you become mean to her.
All right.
It's by love. It's with love.
Let's also balance it.
Yes.
The fact that you, the woman, you are the one who provides it.
Yes.
Does not mean now that the man should not eat well.
Or you should be rude to him.
Not rude is the second step. You now put what they call Aki and Pawpaw food in his plate.
No meat at all.
Because
he didn't contribute.
When you are the one, when you are in your own, because some couples, I think they eat separately. Some eat together. Some eat on the same dining table together.
Yeah.
But those who separately, maybe the woman will have 4 pieces of meat, and the man, because of his
because he's not bringing everything, or he's not earning as much.
He has given him what his labor has offered.
What he deserves.
So
don't be mean, no wives.
Don't do that,
because tomorrow.
Don't do that, because in the process,
yes,
the bone of the meat can hang me on because the head of the man is very strong.
And besides, sometimes the tables turn.
Exactly.
So wives, if it is your turn now that God has blessed you, you are earning more. Be gracious. Be nice. Don't be rude. Don't treat him like a houseboy.
Tables
turn. He doesn't have much money to give you now, and then you say, that's your food now. Eat it. If you can't eat it, leave it. I don't care. You don't talk like that, because that gift that you have of a good job, of a good salary, it's not by your power or by your mind. You can say, oh, I went to Harvard, I went to this school. Yes, but if God doesn't bless you, you cannot have those good blessings. So it is not by your power. And tomorrow, that man you are treating bad now, because his salary is here, tomorrow he can become like this. And for some reason, you become like that. He's going to remember how you treated him when he was down there. He's going to remember. So treat him right. Treat him right. Another thing I'm going to say is, as you are planning for your day-to-day lives, you have to plan for the future. Especially when you have your kids, you have to try and plan together. Have discussions. Talk about it. How you're going to secure a good life good education for your children when they grow up. You know, what schools are they going to go? If they're not in England like us, where education is free, you know, more or less, then if you're in America or you're in Nigeria or you're in Africa, you know, you're in countries where the government, there is no free education, then you know you have to make provisions for your children, for their education. I'm not saying send your kids to the best, to the most expensive school. No. Part of your children's education is you do your own training of your children at home. Don't just rely on teachers in school to do so some people just send their kids to boarding house and that's it. You post your problem to another person. No. I told my husband when we got married, I said, we're not sending our children to boarding school because he went to boarding school. I didn't go to boarding school. But we talked about it. And I said, I'm not going to send my kids to boarding school for one reason. I want to be able to oversee the day-to-day activity of my kids. I want to see how they're making progress. If they have challenges, I want to be a part of their lives. So if I send them to boarding school, I'm going to miss out on that. So that's my own personal reason. Some people have personal reasons why they do. Maybe they're busy. They don't think they'll be available. I was busy. I was a working mom. You know, I was working, you know, for multinationals, but I made it a priority. So every home is different. Those are the things you have to talk about.
The future, as Nigerians will say, please don't chop and clean mouth.
Yes.
Don't finish the whole money as if there's no tomorrow. I know it's good to live a comfortable life, but don't finish the whole thing.
Yes.
Because there's so much to do when the children arrive.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the things I will share on this channel with you is, if you are a couple who is living in a rented apartment.
Yes.
The moment you get married, that's the time you start thinking of how you get your own house.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's very necessary that no matter how small your home is,
yes,
you try and get your own house.
Yes, absolutely.
If it's 2 rooms, even one self-contained.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find somewhere. Don't be of the opinion that you have to live in the highbrow
area. Yes. It doesn't have to be expensive.
Go somewhere that is you know, you think it's remote, but
affordable.
Before you know it, it becomes a township or a city.
Developed.
Yeah, develop. You know, affordable areas. Just find how you can get a place in there, because it's very important.
Yeah.
You keep on spending big money in buying, not just rent, big cars.
Yes.
That are so expensive. Priority wise, yes, it's your money, but you can determine what you want to do with it.
So get your priority right.
Because some people always believe life is too short. Yes, I agree with you. Life is too short. But live life sensibly. You know? Live
life sensibly. Do the basic things first. So like getting a house instead of renting, and then some people spend £30,000 maybe buying a car. Meanwhile, they don't even have a house of their own. You know, that kind of thing. So just get your priority right and make sure, because things can happen. You know, your good job can disappear tomorrow, and you might not even be able to pay for that car, and yet you don't have a house.
And the major problem that couples face when they are planning things for future is that you see sometimes one of them will not even cooperate.
Yes.
You're saying, house, when we need something now, what are you talking about? Something.
I'm telling you to buy me a new car. You're telling me
how we proceed with this future.
They want instant gratification.
You are talking of future.
They want it
like
now, not tomorrow.
And sometimes you say, where did you say you got a land? Oh, you say in Bogyobo. You say, who lives there?
Who lives there? Some people want to live where celebrities live. Meanwhile, you don't have the money, but you want the lifestyle. So some people want a fake, you know, adopted lifestyle. Something you can't afford.
Yeah, my former boss used to call that leakage.
Yeah, it creates a strain on your marriage. It creates a strain, unnecessary strain on your marriage. We have to be reasonable. That's what we're trying to say. Be reasonable. Consider your resources. Do what you can afford. Times will change. Times will improve, you know. And then, for example, one day, I remember it was one of our ogas where I was working that suggested that, because I said I was going to resign. And he said, don't you want to relocate? I said, I want to relocate, but I don't know anything about relocation. He said, okay, there is this program called Highly Skilled Migrant Program Visa. And that was how we started it. And I went to my husband. God bless him. God bless you, my love.
Amen.
Because if I had gone to my husband and I suggested to him, I said, my love, what about this HSNP thing? Do you think we can do it and go to England, relocate from Nigeria? If my husband had said, no, just because the idea didn't come from him. There are some men, if their wife suggests it, it cannot happen. Just because the idea didn't come from him. At the end of the day, you hurt your family just because of your ego. But thank God, this man, God bless him for me. Pray for him for me. Amen. Bless him. Bless the God of my husband. I came to him and I said, my love, this HSNP thing, do you think we should do it so that we relocate to England? In my marriage, I never thought I would relocate, ever. And my husband said, of course, that's amazing. What are we going to do? What should we do next? And I said, oh, they already gave me a form. We filled it. We filled it without lights. Yeah, there was no light. We used candlelight to fill the form.
Check every line.
So this is why we're talking about planning together as a couple for the progress and the success of your marriage. You have to think about your children. We wanted a better life for our kids, for ourselves, for our generation to come. So I prayerfully considered it and we did it. So that's what we're saying. You need to pray together. A family that prays together stays together. So when you make your plans, you pray about it
to God.
And commit it into God's hand. Because our job is to plan, but it is God's will that happens anyway. He is the one that directs our life and what happens. So that is it.
Yeah, and then if there's something that just came to my mind.
Yes,
now.
my love.
In terms of planning, you know, when children are coming, the parents are already thinking one will become a doctor, one will become a lawyer. You have already given them what
they should be.
They should be, and because children are part of the plan.
Yes.
As long as they are going up,
yes,
one is in the direction of a musician.
Yes.
And one is in the direction of a footballer. Or they say no.
That's not my plan for you.
Do you think all this suffering I'm suffering? Yeah, I'm suffering because of you, and you want to make you want to destroy your life and destroy and disgrace this family. You disgrace the plan, you disgrace the child, and then part of your plan, you have put a square peg
in the round hole,
and it explodes.
Instead of you to ask God, what is this child? What is the destiny of this child? Let your will be done in my child's life. And then you begin to monitor and see what direction this child is going. Instead of you forcing, a lot of parents force their kids to be where they don't want to be. At the end of the day, these children are miserable.
Because it's friction.
And then at the end of the day, you see lawyers, you see doctors. They are trained doctors, but they don't practice medicine. They're doing something completely different.
Because they fall into a wrong plan of their parents.
And then they find out that this is not the goal. I don't like it. I'm miserable. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. Good. You have to think about the fulfillment of your children. Like, don't make your children live your life just because you couldn't be a doctor. Your child must be.
So as part of your plan is you have to rectify it.
You have to rectify it. You are putting a burden on that child. Except if that child wants to be, then you support the child. But don't force. If a child says, I want to be an artist, let him be an artist. In being an artist, you will see God's blessing.
Other things will come.
Other things will follow. So let's hope today we've been able to.
Yeah, we've done our best.
We are quickly going to bring you our couples game. We didn't bring you a couples game in the last one.
I'm going to use your own.
Okay. So let me ask you.
I know where I'm going.
We are playing a game called hypothetical questions. If you've been watching this channel, you know that we do that sometimes so that we show to you that you can do this in your homes. Couples, married couples, or in relationships.
Yes.
To enhance it. My love, my loving love. Look into my eyes.
You are planning to ask me a question that will take me from the...
Look into my eyes, my love. If you could make one thing that is now illegal, and one thing that is legal, what laws would you change?
That is very
Hopefully
simple.
It's tough enough.
What is now illegal? I mean, what is now legal that is supposed to be illegal?
Yes, what do you want to...
I am not a supporter of the issue of when you write and you say that that question they have now turned. What was your age and sex during birth? I don't like that.
Is that global? Anyway, I didn't say whether it was global.
It's global.
Like in the UK now,
Yeah.
tell them.
In the UK now, if
when
you are feeling
formed,
they will say, were you a man when they gave birth to you?
What sex were you at birth? What was your gender at birth? Yeah. And then what is your gender now?
Yeah, so that question, I don't think it should arise at all. In as much as people grow up and choose what they want to become, it should be left for those people to answer.
Yes.
To have the freedom to write whatever they want to write.
Yeah.
But when it comes to all of us not feeling the same form, you should not be asking me that question.
Because they can't tell. But they can't tell who has changed.
That's why I'm saying whoever structured that question,
why was it necessary?
The question should not arise at all.
Yeah.
Present yourself the way you are.
Okay.
Or present yourself the way you want to be presented. Don't be asking anybody whether
what's the essence of
you
that
were
question?
this during that.
That makes a lot of
sense. If I
sense.
were that and I am no longer that, what will you do about it?
And what is your
in the
business?
first place? So
what is
that's one thing I would love to change.
Okay.
Which is now legal.
They should just scrap it. I just leave it the way it is. What's your sex, male or female? That's it.
That's how I meant it. And it should be continuing like that.
That's something.
So I've answered your question, man.
And no, the second one. So what is illegal now that you would like to make legal if you could?
No, the first one is what is illegal now.
No. This is legal.
Oh, what is legal that was okay.
So now, what is illegal currently that you would like to legalize?
Okay. Presently now, you know that you cannot just go to, like, people have been sacked for daring to talk about God.
Yeah.
And in England, there used to be Church of England. In the history of those days, Protestants and all that were they were at risk of their life for not being Anglicans. I mean, for not being
Catholics.
Even the Catholics were at risk that time.
Yes.
You know, and talk less of hidden.
Yes.
People did not even believe that they were problems. Witches and wizards were being dealt with.
Yes, they were burning them now.
Burning them
at the stake or something.
You see?
Yes. So what would you like to see legalized now?
Legalized. I want to see fear of God legalized.
Bible back in school.
Yeah, I want to see schools praying.
Yes.
You know,
like it was before.
Like here is, we call it Church of the England. The head of Church of England is the Queen.
Yes.
I want it reenacted.
Yes.
Not just mere hearsay.
I agree with you.
They should do it in practical. It should be happening.
Yes, it's true.
So that's what I want to be legalized.
Yes.
You know.
Good.
These are controversial issues. I know.
But this is our own stand.
But this is
our
my
channel.
own opinion. I say what I like.
This is what we believe. Yeah. This is a country where, like, if you go to Saudi Arabia, you cannot be telling them you want to come and do Christian prayer in their place. Everything is Muslim.
We must
England
respect.
is a Christian country. Whether or not
we must respect.
Like it. So
every place.
They should stick to what they say they are.
The culture,
changing like the weather.
The culture and tradition of a place or the norms. If you get there,
you should preserve it.
You should preserve it. So the one they do here, where we live, that's why I answered my own.
I agree.
All right.
Well done, my lord. Give me 5. You did well.
I try my best. If you were offered $50,000 to dance for 2 minutes with no music in front of a stadium full of people,
only 2 minutes,
would you do it? One, that's the first question.
Yes, I will.
Then number 2, what type of dancing will you do?
I will do Bini dance. My cultural dance. Since there's no music, I'll be singing in my head.
That's the Bini dance.
It's a very elegant dance, you know. You just be doing you just be very regal, very royal.
Stella.
You just be doing your shoulder like that. For 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a long time now. If they say I should dance for 3 days itself, I'm sure I can do it for 50,000.
So
I mean, not $50,000. It's very motivating. The money is very motivating.
Dancing for 2 minutes.
Anyway, guys, we hope you've enjoyed yourself with us. Until next time, like, share,
and
subscribe. See you in the next
Bye.
video, guys.